welcome to my Flosstube channel, Thread the Needle. My name is Vani and I live in Newfoundland, Canada. You're joining me here today for Flosstube number 35. So, for those of you who are joining me for the first time, welcome. I hope you enjoy what I have to share. For those of you returning, time and time again, I can't thank you enough because I love what I do. I love what I stitch and I really enjoy sharing it with all of you, my friends. So let's dive right in. We're going to start, as always, with a update on all the whips that I've worked on since the last video. So as we know, I have one major focus piece, which is the anniversary piece that I want to get done for my husband and I's 25th anniversary, which is coming up in 2025. So it is quite a large project. So I have been working on it. I've gotten a really nice bit done, but I only want to show it to you once a month. One, just to make sure that there's less chance that he will see it if I bring it out in this video. And two, I feel like I could show you more progress if I show you that one once a month. So, but rest assured, I've been working on it and I'm actually enjoying it. So it's going along really well. Now, then my two mini focus pieces for the year, I decided I wanted them to be, one was Ganesha. And so Ganesha is a piece that I've been working on for quite a few years. And I only recently picked it up last year again to work solidly on it, and it has been coming along really nicely. And so being a mini focus means that every week, every bi-week, so bi-weekly I get to work a daily 100 with Ganesha. So since the last video, obviously I got in 1 week's worth of daily 100 stitching on Ganesha. And I think I have a before picture, so I will show you the section where I completed. So I'm not entirely sure if I remember how much I had done, but I'm sitting quite far away from the camera, so let's see if that works a bit better. I just zoomed in a little bit so that I don't have to like stretch my arms to get you to see a piece. So here's how much I've got done so far. So I'm pretty sure that I finished up filling in that diagonal and I started in on the next one. So it's coming along really nicely. I had 1 week of daily 100 with it, and I think the camera might be a little bit too close. So let me zoom out again. Wow. I'm normally a little bit more organized than this. So to those of you who are joining from me for the first time, I usually don't fiddle around with the camera this much. All right. So the other daily 100 mini focus piece that I wanted this year was Siamese Fighting Fish. It's so Ganesha, of course, is a Heaven and Earth design. Majority of my pieces are Heaven and Earth designs. This one is by Anita, 1 stipple 2 stitch, and is also a large piece. So I figured if I tried to make it a mini focus piece, I could actually see some progress on it, because yeah, it's large. So it's on the frame now because this week is my 2nd week of stitching on it with daily 100, but I did a week previous right before Ganesh. So here's how much I've got done on it. It's really coming along nice. I can't say enough about it. The colors are so wonderful, especially because I get to start working on all the teals, and there's some blues in there too. All the lovely different shades of teal. So I really like that one. It's been lots of fun. So I still have to finish this week with my daily 100s on this, and that should be lovely. So then we'll move on to my regular whip rotation. So what we had decided, well, I should say, I decided, because you know, you guys are always part of this too. So what I decided was that I was gonna have a mystery bag of works in progresses that I would pick a name from, and we would go from there. And so every time I started a project, I would pick the name from my mystery bag of and the bag has all the projects that I want to work on, which is literally all of them. And once the project was picked, I would work at least 300 to 400 stitches on it. And that could take me 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, however long it took me, I would stick with it. And then once done, then I would pick another name from my mystery bag. So here's how that went. The first one that was picked was Golden Promises, which was absolutely lovely. It gave me a chance, and I'm gonna hold it up like this. So throughout the challenges in my Vlogmas, this one I had still a lot of area to stitch here, and then I jumped here. So for this time, I went back and finished up a lot of the confetti stitching in these flowers here. So that's what I concentrated on when it came around in rotation. And even though you can't really see, because it's a lot of confetti, I got quite a bit completed. I know I don't have the exact number of stitches done. Maybe I'll start trying to not jot note that down for you as well. But I got the required number of stitches that I wanted to get before moving on to my next rotation. So that was Golden Promises. On we move to the next mystery pick, and that was Mini Little Dreamer's Tree. So this one is such a joy to stitch, but oh my, a lot of confetti, like so much confetti. This is how much we've got done on it right there so far. And I'm really enjoying it because finally you can start to see some detail coming out. So we've got the tree, of course, all this, the floral and in the branches, but now we can get more of the trunk, which I'm really enjoying. And then you can slowly start to make out stuff coming out here and the confetti here, but a lot of confetti. But so much detail comes from all that confetti, so I'm not complaining, I'm just going with it. So hopefully you saw a difference from the before and after picture. So that was the next one. And every once in a while between my mystery picks, if it falls on a Monday that I have a chance to switch projects, I pick up the mystery style again. So I don't do it every Monday, but I try to do it in between a couple of mystery picks. So the mystery style, the theme is Under the Sea. I've almost finished page 1. So this is how much we've got done here. So it is a smaller page. This is the end of the page. This is the end of the page on this side. And the next page has already been released, and it's going to come down here. So it has been a lovely stitch, also very confetti heavy. But what I've learned with Cross Stitch Studio is all that confetti is there for a reason. It creates such a lovely, detail-oriented finished piece. So like I said, I'm not complaining about the confetti. Well, yes, I might complain a little bit, but I love the confetti because I know why it's there. So that's for the Cross Stitch Studio Mystery Style. I'm very much enjoying it, so I can't wait to keep going with this one. Next up is one of my favorites. The next mystery pick was Enchanted Garden. So this one I'm going to post your before picture, but as well, let's see if I can clean this up a little bit so I can hold it and you can visualize what I'm trying to show you. Okay, so here's how much I got done of her. So I'm pretty sure from the before and after picture you can see that I filled up a lot of her blouse and then I started moving down into here. Now, I can't talk about her enough. I just really thoroughly enjoy this one. It's such a lovely piece. And even though it's so small, it does have enough confetti. Again, the confetti creates the detail and it's absolutely lovely. She's one of my favorite pieces to work on. And I think she may, fingers crossed, be my first finish in 2022. I'm not saying it's going to happen anytime soon. We're only in January. I've got 12 months. But she might be finished this year. Let's just put that out there. Now, the last mystery pick I am still working on. It is the what's it called? Tiger Dreams. Now this was technically started during my Vlogmas videos, but I only did just a little bit, couple of stitches on it, not even 100, I don't think, just to say that I started a new start during my Vlogmas. But I counted it as my new year, new start. And I can't wait to get to the good stuff. This is going to be such a beautiful piece. So it's still on my Q-snap because I'm still working on it. I haven't finished the required number of stitches that I want to before moving on. So here's how much I've got done. Just a lot of navy blue stitches. A lot of navy blue. In this corner, a lot. So I'm working through it. I'm enjoying it. And I can't wait to see more detail on that. Now, I will take a break from that today and tomorrow before I finish putting however many stitches I want, because, and I'm so glad that I remembered, today's the 24th, tomorrow's the 25th, so that means I have to pull out my Christmas piece that I'm stitching alongside with Leanne from Small Town Stitches. So I think this year I really want to try to do it every month on the 24th and the 25th. So today and tomorrow night is the first days that I have to haul that one out to work on my Christmas piece with her. I think we called it Full Coverage Christmas Sal, but I think we called it FC Christmas Sal. It's hashtagged on my Instagram channel. You can check it out there. Now, like I said, I have a couple of different ways where it's accessible for you to keep up on top of all of my stitching. Here, of course, this is usually a bi-weekly thing. Instagram is more frequent. Every time I get some work done on a particular project, I will most likely post a picture on the progress. And last year, towards the end of the year, I tried to revive my blog. I did okay for a couple of postings. That's a little bit more once a month thing. And I think I have to try harder to continue with that. I haven't done my New Year post yet, so keep an eye out for it. All of my links are in the description box below. So let's move on. What is upcoming? I think the next couple of weeks, next few weeks should be pretty normal. We've got February coming, but in March, so I have decided to call my March stitching, I'm gonna call it the March Bracket Matchup. So I haven't decided exactly how I'm going to work it out, but basically I've got to count it. I think in the beginning, you pit two projects against each other and they move forward in the bracket until you're left for one solid week of the winning project that you work on. So I got to kind of backtrack and figure out how that works out. So in the beginning, each project probably just gets 1 day, and then you move to the next bracket and then they might get 2 days. I don't know. I have to count it all out. Then I'll be able to see how many projects to include in the bracket and move forward. But I think it should be fun. I've got 3 weeks of getting people to vote on my brackets on Instagram, and I kind of have an idea of how to do that because I did it during Christmas. And then the full last week of March, I get to stitch on just one project, which is really not like me. I don't often stitch on one full project on its own for an entire week. So I think I'll still do like my daily 100s and my focus piece stitching that I always put in a few stitches before I pick up the actual stitching for the night. But it'll be an interesting challenge for me, I think, a personal challenge as well as a stitching challenge to see if I can focus that long on one piece for a week without getting bored. I don't even know what to say about myself. So it's going to be fun. So I think in February, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be gearing up for my March bracket madness, and we'll see how it goes. I think it should be a bit of fun. And oh, I also wanted to say, follow up on all the giveaways that I did. I think it's almost like a month ago, a couple of months ago now. Everybody has contacted me, so thank you. I still have a couple that I have to mail out because I just got their mailing addresses, but it worked so well. Everyone was so happy, and I was happy to share all the lovely goodies that I received with everyone out there. So I'm glad it all it just all came together and I'm so happy. It has been a wonderful evening, and as you can tell, I was going to say it in the beginning of the video, but we're back to this room again. I think it just depends what time of day that I end up filming. So it's still kind of daylight out there. It's actually snowing right now. It's beautiful outside. Everything is covered in white fluffy snow, so it's gorgeous. Maybe I'll try and take a picture of our backyard and post that here. But if I'm do a video in later in the evening, this room gets really dark. Even with a spotlight, it's just not good. So that's why I end up going in the dining room, which has better lighting. Listen, it's a challenge. Just trying to get a good spot to show you all some good progress. So, but I still enjoy it, and I'm so thankful that you come back every week, every bi-week, to come and share with me what I have to share. So thank you for coming. I can't wait to see you again next time. Bye now.